Starting a recording. Good morning, guys. So I just have one quick last little um, video, maybe last. This kind of seems weird, but this is pretty much going to end out our school year. We only have 2.5 weeks left, which is sad in many ways. But yet, then again, this is hard, isn't it? This like online working thing is hard. I've been at my computer since 8 o'clock, minus like a small trip to the grocery store, and I want to get outside in that garden. And that thing right there makes this really hard sometimes. So, anyways, today's video is going to be all about how to do your final presentation. And I want to do a little reminder here. This is new to me and new to you, and it's hard for me to communicate with you from afar, and it's hard for me to help you out, but I'm here to help you if at all possible. So please reach out if you have questions. Try to do it yourself. And I mean that like you're going to learn from trying. You're going to make mistakes. Some things might not work. Keep trying. It has taken me a lot to figure out how to use this thing right now to present these videos for you, but it's getting easier every time. Okay, so what I want you to think about is first, how are you going to present your information? Sorry. How are you going to present your information? I want you to do one of three things. You can write a paper, you can do an audio file, or you can do a video presentation. The first two are pretty easy. I've got lists here, 2-page paper. Make sure you pay attention to the font. Don't make your title like this big and like huge spaces in between it. 2 pages. Type 2 pages. Size 11. Follow those rules there. Audio file, it needs to be at least 3 minutes. I'm going to add a little bit there, but you can use a voice recorder on your phone or on Google or on your Chromebook. I believe you can do that as well. But then the video presentation. Now, this is where I don't know what is best to use, and I hate to say that, but again, new territory for all of us. So I'm going to give you a couple different options, and I want you to do what works for you. And if there's something that you know that is you're using in other classes that works better, use it. And then share with me, and I will gladly share it with other students too. Please comment on it on this assignment on Google Classroom so that others can see it before I get there. But I would love to see what is working for you. So I'm going to do a very quick overview of different options that you have to present with. Before that, in your presentation, what I want to see, take a few seconds, like 30 seconds, 45 seconds, and tell me why it is you're choosing to do what you're doing. Hopefully this is because something interests you. Like I use the example of my tree. I use the example of my kid's toy. Like, why are you using what you're using? Then also I want to talk about how you did your research. Is there somebody that you knew that knew information? Did you look at some cool websites? There might be somebody who's interested in what you're doing. So please share a little bit about that. And then I want you to explain your phenomenon. You do not need to explain how you created your model, and you do not need to explain how you did your revisions and everything, or you're talking with your partner, whatever. I want this to be about not the process that we went through necessarily, but mainly about your phenomenon. So explain to us what question you had, and then use your model to work through it and explain it. If you can do this like on location, so if you're doing trees and you want to go out to the backyard and you want to do it and you want to show, hey, this is the picture that I took this picture. Here is a leaf. This is what it looks like. This is what the tree looks like. And I know leaves are kind of hard because it's early in the spring season, but you can do that. Okay, so I told Easton that I would give him a treat if he would be quiet and not talk. So he's humming. Yep, that's 3-year-old life for you. Anyways, so you can go outside, video, use like the real thing. There's a lot of you guys that did cars and engines. Like, show us what it is you're talking about. But then also use that model to help explain. Suchomimus here, in case you're wanting to know what's happening on my lap. Suchomimus. But 3 minutes is going to be really easy. Try not to make them too much over 5. Because there's a lot of videos to watch. I want it condensed. Okay, some options to use. Flipgrid. I tried this today for the first time. There's a little bit of a video there. I have a flip code. When you go there, you'll need to put in a flip code. Check out the tutorial. Check out that link. It's pretty cool. The only thing that I would struggle with is, or why I wouldn't think it would be the best right now, is because you can add pictures on there, but you can't do a screencast like you can here. If you can print out your model and you wanted to show your model, like, and how you're doing it, and my coffee stain on my paper, while you're videotaping, that would be great. I do like that you can stop and edit on Flipgrid, which is kind of cool, but it won't let you screencast from what I've seen. The second option is Screencastify. That is what I am using here. The only thing that I could see as being an issue is you generally upload it to YouTube. And I am okay for this instance using a YouTube channel that is not your school one, but it's what I really prefer. I shouldn't even say that. I would prefer your school email address. If you have to do something that is not off of your school, let me know. The next one is Screencast-O-Matic, and I'm sorry, I'm going to have to pause this. Sorry about that. It never fails. Someone has to go potty. Okay, Screencastify, really easy. That video that I'm posting on there, super helpful. The next one's Screencast-O-Matic. This one I haven't used. Mrs. Bordelot uses it though. It allows you to put your videos like on that website, so I don't have to have the struggle of how are you going to see something from YouTube. So I kind of that is a good one to use. You'll just need to share with me the link. And then finally, if you all else fails, you can always use your Chromebook and just video record it. If you have your cell phone, you could always like set up your cell phone here and then have your Chromebook behind you, or like I have got my model. Don't do this on your phone because it'd be so hard to find or so hard to see. But if you have your Chromebook here rather than and you're recording from your cell phone or another computer, you could use that as like a presentation tool. Another question I've had is like, do you have to make a presentation? No, you don't. You don't have to make one, but if it guides you through your process a little bit easier, then you can. It's really easy to get onto these and just ramble. I know I do it. I'm sorry. So if you have like a presentation to guide you, it might be useful. Again, here we have what you should include in your presentation. Make sure that you upload that final model. I'm going to ask that these are all turned in by next Tuesday, so that gives you a week. Make sure that you're trying things out before then, because some things might not work. It might not be easy to send them to me. And that's just a challenge that we're going to have to, I don't have a clear-cut answer. We're just going to have to work out as we go. So be working on these. Pretty informal. I mean, very informal. You don't need to memorize a speech or anything like that. Tell me what you learned. Show that you've learned. Next week, the last assignment that I would like to do is you turn these in on Wednesday. I want a couple days for us to, if I can set them up in an easy to see way. I want to have us view each other's, and then maybe we can do like a best of show kind of award, kind of a gallery walk of sorts. Depends on what kind of format I get all of these in. But I would love to share them with each other so that we can all learn a little bit about something else. So hope this finds you well. Please keep emailing me with your questions. I'm trying to get back to you. I know that there's a few people that are still waiting on their peer reviews. I'm trying, man. Don't worry about it. If your peer review partner doesn't show up, then you just get an excuse for that assignment. I can't give you a 0 because they're not going to be there to help you out. So don't stress about it, but look for me to email you later today. Okay, I will talk to you later. Bye. I look forward to seeing you all.